McLaren is changing their papaya rules for 2025. Verstappen responds to Russell's threats, and Carlos is bringing inside Ferrari knowledge to Williams. Do consider subbing to the channel. Let's get into the latest F1 news. The 2024 F1 season wrapped up with a heated showdown between two renowned drivers, Max Verstappen and George Russell. Their intense rivalry took a swift turn towards controversy, leaving fans buzzing in its wake. In the aftermath of their verbal clash, George Russell voiced his concerns about a backlash he and his team experienced from fans of Verstappen. Following a particularly fiery exchange during a meeting with the stewards in Qatar, where Verstappen was handed a one-place grid penalty, tensions escalated. Verstappen publicly declared he had lost all respect for Russell, leading to a bitter exchange of comments that dominated the headlines. Their rivalry reached a boiling point during the season finale in Abu Dhabi. Russell and Verstappen started on the front row together in Qatar, setting the scene for a dramatic race. After concerns about potential on-track collisions, Russell even alleged that Verstappen threatened to put me on my fucking head in the wall. The situation became increasingly fraught. Interestingly, the tension didn't merely stay between the drivers, it spilled over to their fans. Russell revealed that some of Verstappen's supporters targeted members of his team, inundating them with critical emails. While he himself tried to shield from the negativity, Russell confirmed the volume of backlash was unsettling for his crew. He balanced this shock with a sense of acceptance, recognizing that criticism is a part of sports life. Despite these challenges, Russell chooses to dismiss the negativity. He shared, "I didn't see any of it myself, but I do know there was a lot of criticism out there." He further emphasized, "I know members of my team were receiving emails from Dutch fans, but that's a part of sport. That's something we accept." His solution? Avoid the noise. He explained that engaging with either positive or negative feedback typically doesn't improve his performance on the track, as the weight of negativity often outweighs any cheerleaders he may have. As the F1 community gears up for the 2025 season, the backdrop of Russell's critique of Verstappen's driving last season continues to stir discussion. Russell has remained vocal, believing that the only competitor assertive enough to challenge Verstappen's dominance was Lewis Hamilton back in 2021. The fallout from the Qatar incident left Russell feeling overwhelmed, hinting at deeper frustrations beneath the surface. Heading into next season, it's clear that the rivalry between Verstappen and Russell still has plenty of fuel to burn. With both drivers poised for action and their teams anticipating the cloud of controversy that has become part of their dynamic, fans are left wondering how the 2025 season will unfold. Will the animosity settle, or is this just the beginning of a powerful feud? Stay tuned as the drama continues on the F1 circuit. As George Russell enters his 7th year in Formula One, he reflects on the significant impact he has as a driver. With more experience comes a greater understanding of the responsibilities that accompany his platform. "You realize your own voice," he shares, emphasizing the importance of standing up against disrespect in the sport. Russell's determination stems from frustration with the aggressive tactics on the track, particularly those of Max Verstappen last season. He notes how Verstappen's driving style often went unchecked, with few standing up to such maneuvers. Query, "Nobody has done that whatsoever," he states, pointing to the need for accountability among drivers. In a sport where robust competition is expected, Russell feels passionate about not being pushed around. Reflecting on the 2021 season, he acknowledges Lewis Hamilton as the only driver who took a stance against Verstappen's aggressive style. He explains that he became increasingly frustrated as the championship battle didn't live up to its potential last year, with on-track antics overshadowing the excitement. Russell's comments during a recent interview highlighted a breaking point. "Those comments in Qatar tipped me over the edge." He insists that something had to be done to address both on-track behavior and off-track comments that crossed the line. Meanwhile, Verstappen himself has been at the center of rumors regarding a potential exit from Red Bull. Despite this uncertainty, he remains confident about his chances this season. "I do think that I can become world champion this year." His influence in the sport continues to spark conversations, especially as the new 2025 season launches. As McLaren reveals unexpected updates and Norris adds to the drama with his remarks about Verstappen, it's clear that competition within F1 is intensifying. With every twist and turn, fans eagerly await how these emerging narratives will shape the races to come. The stage is set, and the question remains, will the fierce rivalries transform into an exhilarating showdown, or will they simmer down as the season progresses? Only time will tell. Stay tuned for more updates as we follow the gripping journey of Formula One. McLaren's driver dynamics are heating up, with Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri stepping into the spotlight as equal contenders. Both drivers are hungry for victory, and with the new season on the horizon, the rivalry is set to ignite. Piastri has made it clear he's aiming for the title, believing he has what it takes to challenge Norris. After a remarkable performance at the Miami Grand Prix, McLaren's MCL38 upgrade proved they are more than just a team. They're a serious title threat. The previous dominance of Max Verstappen and Red Bull seems to be fading, and now Lando Norris finds himself in a position to challenge for the Drivers' Championship. It's going to be intense. To manage this rivalry effectively while also competing for the Constructors' Championship, McLaren has introduced their unique papaya rules to guide Norris and Piastri's on-track interactions. The goal? Avoid any on-track dramas that might hurt the team's overall performance. However, not everyone is convinced this system is the best approach. Critics are starting to call for McLaren to throw their full support behind Norris and his title quest. As we approach the end of the 2024 season, countless eyes were on Verstappen, who emerged as the champion for the fourth consecutive time. He clinched his title with 2 rounds to spare at Las Vegas, while McLaren celebrated securing the Constructors' crown, a clear sign of their rising status in F1. Now, as we reset and head into F1 2025, the points start at 0. Piastri and Norris are poised for a thrilling competition, but Piastri insists he expects equal opportunities against his teammate. During the launch of McLaren's latest challenger, the MCL39, at Silverstone, he confidently declared, "We are going to be racing each other from the start." He's ready to battle from the get-go, as he's optimistic about the team's capabilities this season. "I want to win the World Championship this year, and hopefully we have a car capable of doing that right from the start," he added. Piastri emphasized their ability to compete hard yet cleanly, stressing the importance of not letting their rivalry compromise the team's standing. Andrea Stella, McLaren's team principal, is certainly on board with this competitive spirit. He acknowledged that both Norris and Piastri are more than capable of achieving great results, but he emphasized that the pressure lies with the team. "We have 2 drivers in a position to succeed," he stated. "The onus is on us to ensure our car delivers podiums from the start." As we look toward F1 2025, McLaren is determined to maintain their momentum. Fans will undoubtedly be keeping an eye on how this fascinating driver dynamic unfolds. With another thrilling season on the horizon, we can't wait to see the action as it unfolds. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay updated on all things F1. As we dive deeper into the exciting world of F1 2025, teams are met with a dual challenge: tackling a full 24-round season while preparing for a major regulatory shift coming in 2026. This means innovation is more crucial than ever. McLaren, for instance, has demonstrated its commitment to progress with the development of the MCL39, building upon the strong foundation established by the MCL38. Lando Norris highlighted this effort, stating, "We're going into the same regulations this year, but we've not stood still." This spirit of constant evolution is vital in a sport where teams are always looking to gain an edge. Norris emphasized the importance of incorporating new innovations to remain competitive, recognizing that if they falter, other teams are ready to take their place at the top. McLaren will be keen to keep the momentum going, especially after securing the Constructors' Championship last season. The battle for supremacy in F1 is a tight one. Norris pointed out that there are several teams waiting in the wings, eager to claim victory. The pressure to innovate is palpable. This season is shaping up to be full of surprises as McLaren launched their F1 2025 car unexpectedly early. The MCL39 was revealed not just as a new machine, but as a testament to the advances McLaren is making in technology and engineering, designed to be lighter, stronger, and faster. Norris has remarked that every improvement counts when competing at such high levels. As we gear up for what promises to be a thrilling year in Formula One, the fanfare surrounding the season's launches and updates reminds us of the relentless drive for excellence in the sport. Keep an eye out for how these developments will influence the dynamics between teams and drivers. Excitement is building for the races ahead. Who will emerge as the top contender? Only time will tell, but the race for innovation is just as thrilling as the race on the track. Don't forget to follow us for all the latest updates on F1 and analysis on the teams and drivers throughout the season. Max Verstappen is making headlines, leading the pack at the 2024 Mexican Grand Prix in his Red Bull RB20. But there's more to the story than just racing. Red Bull is poised for an exciting season ahead. According to Red Bull's technical director, Pierre Wache, the team has found itself in a potentially advantageous position. They have gained extra wind tunnel runs compared to their rivals, McLaren and Ferrari. Wache believes that this could be potentially a big advantage. However, he emphasizes the importance of using these additional runs wisely to maximize their benefits. This situation arises from the aerodynamic testing restrictions, or ATR. In Formula One, the team that performs the lowest in the Constructors' Championship is granted more wind tunnel time in the next season. As fate would have it, Red Bull dropped to third in 2024, which means that for the first half of 2025, they will enjoy a whopping 96 additional wind tunnel runs over the reigning champions, McLaren. This extra time could be crucial in developing their car. Looking ahead to the 2025 season, Red Bull is hopeful about their title chances. The landscape of Formula One is changing dramatically, especially with new regulations set to take effect in 2026. The key question on everyone's mind is how teams will adapt to these changes while still pushing for success in the current season. Wache acknowledges the daunting task ahead for all teams, as they will have to balance the development of their current cars with preparations for the new regulations. It's a challenge that he believes Red Bull can navigate effectively. He expressed optimism about their latest challenger, while recognizing that it won't be easy. It will be a difficult decision, he noted, referring to the strategic choices teams will have to make. At this juncture, it's essential to consider whether teams will prioritize immediate performance or future potential. Wache highlights that the decision will greatly depend on the findings during testing. If Red Bull discovers significant advancements for the 2026 regulations, the temptation to direct efforts towards those developments could grow. The coming months will reveal how the team manages this balancing act. As the 2025 F1 season approaches, the excitement builds not just for what's happening on the track, but also behind the scenes. Teams are not only racing against each other, but are also in an intense competition to innovate and adapt to new technologies. Stay tuned as we bring more insights into the developments leading to what promises to be a thrilling season of racing. As we look towards the 2025 Formula One season, the excitement is palpable. With championship dreams on the line, every team must weigh their strategies carefully. The decision-making process at the start of the season is crucial. It sets the tone for everything that follows. Teams know that their plans can shift dramatically as they gather data and learn from each race. One major factor in this year's competition is wind tunnel time. Red Bull, boasting a strong constructors' finish last season, is set to gain more wind tunnel time than rivals like McLaren and Ferrari during the first 6 months of 2025. This advantage could be pivotal when it comes to developing the next season's car. But it's important to remember that having access to more wind tunnel time doesn't automatically equate to on-track success. The technical director, Wache, highlights that simply spending more money or having additional resources does not guarantee a jump in performance. If that were the case, then the teams at the back of the grid would always leap to the front the following season. Formula One is a complex battleground where strategy, execution, and performance converge. Nevertheless, this advantage from wind tunnel time can be a valuable resource. It's not just about having access, it's about how effectively that time is utilized. Successful teams will employ their resources wisely, making the most out of the data and insights gathered during testing. As Washe noted, while this additional time is positive, it needs to be leveraged correctly to yield real benefits on race day. Max Verstappen is set to face renewed challenges for the upcoming title, with rivals expressing their competitive ambitions. The landscape of Formula One is ever evolving, and the 2025 season is poised to bring fresh rivalries and intense battles. As fans, we can't wait to see how these strategies unfold and who will rise to the occasion in this year's championship chase. It's a thrilling time to be a part of the F1 community as we count down to what promises to be an action-packed racing season. Carlos Sainz is making waves in the Formula One world as he adjusts to life with the Williams team after his switch from Ferrari. Fresh from taking his first laps in the new Williams FW47, he shared insights on how his experience is already shaping the team's performance. Joining Williams ahead of the 2025 campaign, Sainz is not just a driver, he's a valuable asset with a wealth of inside info from his previous stints in racing. His transition is all about utilizing that knowledge to enhance Williams' competitive edge. He expressed optimism that his feedback could lead to significant improvements soon. Collaborating closely with teammate Alex Albon, Sainz is keen on providing the best insights possible as they set their sights on making the FU47 a frontrunner. While the groundwork on the 2025 car was laid before his arrival, Sainz has wasted no time diving into meetings to share his thoughts on quick enhancements. His perspective is particularly crucial as the team gears up for a major regulatory shift in 2026, which will influence their long-term strategy. Sainz has emphasized that his move to Williams is not just a short-term fix, but a strategic play for sustained success in the future. In conversations with the media, Sainz reflected on the value of sharing insights from his extensive experience. His excitement about joining a team eager to listen and learn from him is palpable. "What's been very important to me is that they're extremely excited to hear me," he noted, highlighting the team's proactive approach in soliciting his feedback. As Williams prepares for the 2025 season, Sainz's role becomes even more critical. His determination to improve the car and contribute to the team's development showcases his commitment not just to personal success, but to elevating Williams as a competitive force in F1. As we look forward to the 2025 season, with its myriad of under-the-radar stories and detailed guides, all eyes will be on how Carlos Sainz's experience might shape Williams' trajectory in this new chapter. In every meeting, there's a vibrant atmosphere where everyone feels free to ask questions. These discussions aren't short. In fact, we're often exceeding our planned hour. But it's a testament to the motivation and excitement in the room. People are eager to make the process as efficient as possible, gleaning insights that will bolster our competitive edge. I can't dive too deeply into the technical aspects just yet, as that would require more time than we have. However, I truly believe that what I've shared will have an impact in the near future. This collaboration is more than just information exchange. It's about synergy and moving forward together. Equally important is the openness and transparency I have experienced, especially from Alex Albon. His willingness to share insights about the 2023 car and the upcoming 2024 model is invaluable. Bringing together our different feedback allows us to chart a clear direction for the future. Now, shifting gears to the latest action in Formula One, let's update you on the launch day for Williams and what Carlos Sainz had to say. Sainz kicked off the day, humorously admitting, "I've been lost for the last 20 minutes." This candidness offers a refreshing glimpse into the team dynamics as they navigate the intricacies of the FW47 launch. James Vowles posed a crucial question back in Canada in 2024, asking, "Why Williams?" At this pivotal moment, it's essential to delve into the relationship evolving between Carlos Sainz and Williams. It seems evident that this could be a pairing that sparks great potential and success. In a different light, Sainz has also voiced his thoughts on the FIA's swearing intervention. He agrees with some guidelines, but stresses the need to draw the line at excessive restrictions. Balancing professionalism while maintaining authenticity is vital in the racing world. As we explore these developments, let's not forget the difference in performance platforms, particularly comparing the MCL39 and FW47. Distinct features separate McLaren and Williams, adding another layer of competition and determination to the grid this season. Stay tuned to planetf1.com for breaking news and more intriguing insights as we navigate the world of F1. And if you're curious about some of the quirks, did you know about the reasoning behind American flags appearing backward on US race cars? It's these little details that keep fans engaged. We've got a packed race schedule lined up, and to help you catch every moment, we'll guide you through the start times for the upcoming Italian and Dutch Grand Prix. No fan should miss out on the action. As always, our social channels are alive with the latest updates. Follow Planet F1 on WhatsApp and Facebook to stay in the loop on everything F1. So as we gear up for the excitement that is the 2025 season, remember to keep an eye on how the interplay of talent and technology at Williams could redefine the competitive landscape in Formula One. Thank you for joining us today. We hope you're as excited about the upcoming season as we are.